Hello listeners, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kaur from Learn English with Kaur. So before jumping into the main video, I just wanna appreciate to all of you who are watching my videos across the world and they are supporting me by watching my videos and by learning content which is related to English. So I just wanna thank you to all. So let's jump into our main video. So today I'm going to talk about four factors which are related to English and you have to avoid them. And why you have to avoid them? Because they are just kind of obstacles for you while you are learning English. Okay? I am making this wonderful video for all of those learners who are just beginners in English and who want to speak fluently in 2005. So you could get to know in this video that how you can learn English and how could you be fluent in English and what are the factors that you have to use in English. Apart from this, you could also learn that what are the things which are necessary for learning English. If you like this video, please do subscribe and like my video if you have learned something from this. So, without having any further delay, let's jump into our main video. So, today we're gonna talk about four factors which makes our speaking kind of challenge for us. So the first thing is fear of making mistakes. You guys always think that whenever you want to speak in English, you would make mistakes and that should not be good for you. But if you are making mistakes, but you are speaking, so that's enough. Speaking matter. Speaking is the main thing for learning English. It's a kind of matter. So whether you are speaking the sentences in English in a wrong way or in a right way, but you are speaking, that's enough for you because that's a kind of practice for you. And always remember that practice is the must thing for learning English, for getting improvement in English, or for getting improvement in your communication skills. So it is the main thing that you have to do. So don't think about your mistakes that you are making while learning English. You are learning, you're speaking, that's enough. And whenever you get success from your goal, like you set a goal for your day, okay, then you have did that or you have done that. Sorry, you have done that. Then just give a pat on your back because that would be a kind of good thing for you, that would be a kind of support for you for learning English, that would push you to learn English more and more. Okay, so try to speak out as much as you can in English. It's a kind of practice for you. There are many individuals who just worry about making mistakes, and this is that kind of thing which is holding them back from speaking, for doing speaking. So it's holding them back for learning more and more. But what you have to do, you just have to avoid this mistake. Now here what I want to say, I just want to say that try to focus on communication rather than perfection. Try to focus on your communications. Don't think that I should be perfect in this sentence or in the rules of grammar. Just try to do communication. Communication is the main thing for learning English, for improving your vocabulary, for improving your fluency. It's the main thing. Then you have to be perfect after learning all of these things. Then these things would make perfect to you. For example, there is a one sentence that there is one of my friend, and I just want to say that she doesn't like to play outside. It's a correct sentence, but I'm feeling hesitate for speaking in front of my friend because I am just thinking that is this a right sentence or wrong sentence? Have I made this sentence in a right way or in a wrong way? I'm just thinking. I am not able to speak this sentence in front of my friend. So this is a kind of hesitation which I am facing in my internal brain. Okay, I'm just thinking that should I speak this sentence or not? Should I speak it or not? But it's a right sentence. And if I would talk about the wrong sentence, so that could be she don't like to play outside. That could be the wrong sentence, but I am thinking about the right sentence, but still I'm feeling hesitate. Why I'm feeling hesitate? Because I have a very less confidence. It just due to because I don't like to talk to my friends. I don't like to talk in front of them. That is why I'm feeling less confidence. It is going down. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that we always face, that I used to face when I was just beginner in English. Now here, one thing that you have to do, that is try to concentrate on your communication rather than your perfection. Try to concentrate on your communication. This is the thing that you have to do. And the next factor is limited vocabulary. Why you have limited vocabulary? Because you just use one word 3 to 4 times. For example, very. You always say that, or I always used to say that, I like to eat ice cream very much. I like to eat chapati very much, or I like to have snacks very much. So this is how I used very a lot of times. But what I have to do, what you guys have to do, you just have to use other words as compared to. For example, if you want to say to your friend that you are looking very beautiful, but you want to avoid the use of very, you want to avoid the word very. So what could you say? You could say that you are looking gorgeous. You are looking gorgeous. So instead of saying very beautiful, you could use the word gorgeous. You are looking gorgeous. So now we have another example. If you want to say that this party is very boring. This party is very boring. But instead of saying boring, what could you say? You could say that this party is looking like very dull. This party is very dull. मतलब क्या है, ये पार्टी बहुत ही बोरिंग है, डल सी है. Now here what I want to say, I just want to say that try to use other words as compared to one word. As compared to one word, try to use another words. Try to learn synonyms of one word and then try to use those words in your daily life. Try to make sentences by the use of those words. Now, what could be the next factor? What could be the third factor? So, third factor is inconsistent practice. Inconsistent means irregular practice. What do you have to do? You just have to do your practice regularly. If you are doing practice just once in a week, you are practicing just one day. So that could not be enough for you. That couldn't be enough. You are not going to learn English. You are not going to be fluent in English just practicing for the one day. By just practicing for the one day. So what you have to do? You have to be punctual. You have to be regular for practicing. Okay, you have to be regular. You have to do practice on your regular basis. You have to describe the topics in English on your regular basis. Try to collect the data in English and try to talk about that in English. Try to describe those things, whatever you have seen in your whole day in English. Now here what I want to say, I just want to say that read and listen on your regular basis. Try to speak on your regular basis and just note down those words which are unfamiliar for you and try to find the meanings of those words. This is how you gonna learn English in 2005. Try to do these things in English for learning it. Try to make a fixed schedule. Okay, try to make a fixed schedule for yourself and try to follow that. What do you have to do? Try to find one place in your home where no one can disturb you from your family, whether that could be your friend or your family member or maybe your relative. No one could come there. Okay, try to find that place. Okay, then just sit there and Try to think in English by closing your eyes. Just close your eyes and think about the objects which are just around you and try to talk about them in English. For example, you have a lot of books around you. Okay, you have a lot of books around you. Some books are related to English, some books are related to math and science as well. So try to describe the lessons which are explained in those books. Whatever you have read, try to explain those things in English. This is how you're gonna learn English. This is how you're gonna become fluent in English. Last but not the least, that factor is translating from your native language. Now what I want to say here, I just want to say here, just try to think in English. Try to think in English. Whatever you have around you, try to think about that and try to talk about that in English. Just pick one paper, and if you do not know about that thing in English, or you do not know the name of that thing in English, so just go on Google and search about that. What could I say to this thing? What is the name of this thing? Then try to talk about that. For example, if you have one कागज तो हम हिंदी में कहते हैं, okay, but what we could say it in English, we could say it a paper. This is a paper which I have in my hands. Okay, so this is how you are going to name the objects in English. If you do not know about the name, then try to find the name on the Google. Try to find the name on the chat GPT. Just try to learn as much as you can. So guys, that's all for today. These are the 4 factors about which you have to think, and you have also tried to correct these factors. I just want to say you try to do self correction. What are the things, what are the mistakes you are making? Just try to correct those things. That's all. If you learned something from my video, then please subscribe my channel and like my video and share it as much as you can.